I am not supposed to be showing that screen. That's the wrong screen. You get to see what music I'm listening to. Anyway, greetings, mortals. I am Shadow, the ultimate life form, and welcome to another live stream. Guys, that was the wrong screen. I should probably label, what is it? Let me take this as an opportunity to label, let me this as an opportunity to label, my live stream stuff, so I know not to click on the wrong screen next time. Oh, no, I did it again! Anyway, greetings, mortals. I am Shadow, the ultimate life form, and welcome back to another stream. Where today we're going to be doing a late Q&A live stream. And, you know, we're going to be answering questions and answering whatever you guys send me. So if you guys want to ask me any questions, about Disney Frozen 2 supremacy. I wasn't listening to Frozen 2. What are you talking about? I wasn't listening to Frozen 2 at all. I was listening to Frozen 2. Anyway, if you guys want to ask me any questions, any way, shape, or form, and if you guys want to support the channel in any way, shape, or form, feel free to donate via Super Chat, which allows you to donate to me through YouTube. All you have to do is click that little money icon you see there in the live chat and be able to donate to me. Every donation really helps out the channel, so please, if you guys can donate, it really means a lot. Also, guys, when you become a member of the channel, become a member by clicking the join icon right next to the subscribe button, because you early access to videos before they come out. Without further ado, let's continue the stream. Shade, welcome to the live stream chat. Bequee, well, what's up? Kevin, welcome to the stream. Are you going to do more VR chat videos? Yes, Skater. In fact, we're going to be having a special VR chat cinematic video coming out in the next week or two, so stay tuned for that one. I've already started writing for it. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. It was supposed to come out 2 months ago and didn't. Honestly, projects being delayed is pretty common for me. Shadow Edge of Time was supposed to come out in 2023. So I probably won't come out to 2026 at the rate it's going. Hey, what's up, Corn? Welcome to the stream. Yesterday was a national left for the Milk Day. That Twitter post. What do you mean milk? What the hell are you talking about? National Milk Day? That's a thing? What's bro waffling about? I was so confused. I am so lost. I don't know what you're talking about. Someone said something about the Mimic in chat. Mimic, the best one yet. Secret of the Mimic. Bro, Secret of the Mimic was so good. Super Falcon. Hey, what's so good, bro? How I haven't you modded you yet? Hey, yo, Super Falcon. Hey, Super Falcon, let me mod you real quick. Bro, you helped me out on one of my videos. I give you the moderator, bro. Can you get that blue name on there, bro? Well, we have GTA 6 until you actually upload a VR video. Wow, thanks, Skater. Thanks, bro. I mean, at the rate it's going, we're probably gonna get GTA 6 before, and we probably will get. No, we are gonna get GTA 6 before Shadow Edge of Time. That's hilarious. Father's Day. I left for the Milk Day. Oh, yeah. I feel really bad though because yeah, it was Father's Day, right? I forgot that exists, to be honest. No, I'm joking. It's because for us, Father's Day is not until September. What is it? So I'll tell you. What is it? Tell you something. So. I feel really bad for making that tweet, Shade, because some people took it seriously as a lost piece about my dad, like that I lost my dad, and I'm there going like, oh no, it was just a joke tweet. I didn't mean it as like an actual serious thing about my dad. No. It's just a joke tweet. It's a joke tweet. I really want to rewatch Tangled. There's a lot of things I want to watch, chat. What's your guys' favorite Disney movie? Well, your favorite Disney movies. Let's do this right here. Hey, I would say this much. Content takes a long time to make, specifically if you're going for the cinematic effort. Yeah, and I have 2 fully cinematic movies coming out. Birth of Shadow the Hedgehog, which comes out by the end of this year, and Shadow Edge of Time, which comes out by the end of next year. And that's going to be the hardest cinematic project I've ever done because it will have full-on action and war sequences. I have no idea how I'm going to film those in VR chat, but we're going to figure it out. You guys are going to see some weird, wild things with Shadow Edge of Time, bro. You're going to see a fight between Infinite and Mephiles. It's going to be huge. You're going to see giant fights, chaos, flooding cities, giant war sequences of huge armies of Eggman robots against huge armies of Black Arms with huge armies of Resistance members. I'm going to shut up because I'm saying too much about the movie. There's going to be a lot of fight scenes. There's literally a moment in Shadow Edge of Time where there's going to be 40 minutes of nothing but cinematic action. 40 minutes straight. 40 minutes straight. It's a war sequence. Yeah, bro. You know what it is. favorite Disney movies. I'm going to Michigan on July 18th. That's sick. That's sick. Shadow, can you put Sonic on? See, I would, but he's not on. Yeah, he's not on. Is he though? No, I need to be asleep right now, right? It's pretty late. Oh no, he's awake. I doubt he would join the stream. Maybe I could ask him. Yo, dude, are you on? I don't think you'll be on. A lot of smashing if you catch my drift. What do you mean? Yeah, everyone, make sure you go pray for Corin's dad. Corin's dad's going through quite a lot recently. Please show your support to Corin in the live stream chat. I'm sure she would really appreciate it. I should say Emperor's New Groove. Emperor's New Groove is good. I watched that for the first time 3 years ago. Good movie. My favorite Disney movies would be Moana. Moana's very good. Peter Pan. I really like Peter Pan. I can't decide between Princess and the Frog and Beauty and the Beast. I mean, those are really good. Those are really good. Yeah, I can't decide between Princess and the Frog. So it would be Peter Pan, Moana, Princess and the Frog, Beauty and the Beast. Now, those are probably my 4 favorite ones. Those are my 4 favorites. Peter Pan for nostalgia's sake, because that was my favorite Disney movie growing up. It was my great favorite one to watch with Maria on the space colony arc, you know. How long does the live? Because I'm new. However long we want it to be. I'm ready to work, so I'll just have you in the background. Always praise for Corin's dad. Oh, good, Dominic. Appreciate that, bro. Thanks for still having the stream on the background. Oh, good luck with work today, bro. I'm actually an anime fan. Anime is cool. I like anime. Anime is cool. My favorite anime of all time is Dragon Ball. It's the one I grew up with. Have a lot of nostalgia for it, essentially. Praise for Corin. Exactly. Praise for Corin, everybody. Really hope she's doing good. Would you say Beauty and the Beast? I mean, I really like Beauty and the Beast. That's a really good one. There's also Lion King. Lion King's also really good. Let me look up Disney movies. Oh, I like Hunchback of Notre Dame. That's a good movie. Disney movies. Let me have a look. No, not the live action movies. Go away. No, not the live action ones. I don't care about those. Animated. Yeah, there we go. Oh, Zootopia is good too. I really liked Zootopia. That's a good movie. Zootopia. Encanto. Oh, that's really good too. I forgot about that one. Encanto's really good. Brother Bear. I love Brother Bear. I'm looking through a list of Hercules. I also really like Hercules. That's a good one. Sleeping Beauty, I've never seen. Chicken Little, I've never seen. Hunchback of Notre Dame. Banger movie. Tarzan. Love Tarzan. I never saw Pocahontas, but I heard that movie's kind of problematic, so I'm not going to check it out. What is it? Bolts. I remember liking that when I was younger. And the Tales of Our cartoon songs is so very happy. I would, except I've already done a reaction with the Sonic before. I don't like doing multiple reactions of the same thing before. And the anime ones come back in the day, hit the childhood. How y'all doing, chat? What's up, Silent D? Welcome to the stream, bro. Hope you're doing well. There's Treasure Planet. Would you believe, chat? I've actually never seen Treasure Planet. I've never watched it, like, once. I've never seen Treasure Planet. At all. Oh, yeah, Wish came out. Yeah, that existed. Lilo and Stitch, I like Lilo and Stitch. I like that a lot. Little Mermaid, I also really like Little Mermaid. That's a good one, too. That's about it. Bambi. I saw Bambi first time like 4 years ago. That was pretty good. I like Bambi. Fact shade. Tarzan is so good, man. Tarzan's such a good movie. It's so underrated, chat. It's also low-key romantic AF, bro. It's a low-key romantic AF, dude. Tarzan's so good. 2 worlds, 1 family. Oh, so good, bro. Emperor's New Groove. The Fox in the House is like a Disney movie. I haven't seen that one. See, the thing is, chat, here's what I'm going to admit to a lot of you. Oh, Aladdin. I also love Aladdin. This is something I'm going to admit to you guys. A lot of these Disney movies I'm stating I only watched recently. Would you believe that I've barely seen any of these movies? I only started watching them 2020 onwards because I didn't grow up with any of these movies. You know what I grew up with? I grew up with Pixar movies. That's what I grew up with. That was the one. Pixar movies were my Disney back in the day, bro. The Pixar was what I grew up with. I love Pixar. Jules, you'll cry if you watch Fox and the Hound. I'll keep that in mind. Oh, hey, what's up, Kawhi? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, like I said, I was a Pixar kid growing up. Pixar. I wasn't a Disney kid growing up. I was a Pixar kid. They're not the same thing. I know that Disney owns Pixar, but I consider them two different things. I never really grew up with Disney. The only Disney movie I grew up watching was Peter Pan. That's really the only one I saw growing up. And I love Peter Pan. I love those movies. I love Peter Pan. I also like the sequel. The sequel's cool too. Felt like the same thing when I was a kid. Oh, so you're not wrong. All right, Pixar. Okay, so let's go Pixar. I like nearly every Pixar movie, but I don't really like a lot of the recent ones. Okay, Brave. Oh, wait, Brave. I hate this movie. I don't like Brave, chat. I'm sorry. I hate that movie. I watched Brave for the first time 2 or 3 years ago. That movie filled me with so much anger. I don't like Brave. You know the reason why I don't like it? It's not because the people are Scottish. The Scottish accents are what saved the movie for me. The reason why I don't like Brave, it's because it's just Brother Bear again. Think about it. The plot for Brave is just Brother Bear again. I might as well just watch Brother Bear. So I don't like Brave. I don't like that one. Wall-E. Oh. Mwah. Mwah. Brave. Not Brave. Not. Ugh. Wall-E. Mwah. Mwah. Oh, yeah. That's the good stuff. What? Oh, bro. Good movie. Mwah. Sublime. Mwah. Mwah. Wall-E. Mwah. Mwah. Beautiful. Up. Mwah. Mwah. Poetic cinema. Coco. Mwah. Mwah. Ratatouille. Mwah. 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 The Toy Story movies. Mwah, 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 mwah. Inside Out. I really like Inside Out. I actually like Inside Out 2 more. Finding Nemo. Mwah. Big Hero 6. That's not Pixar. No, that's Disney. Get out of the list. Soul. Oh. Mwah, 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 mwah. Love Soul. Great movie. That movie broke me emotionally. Oh, man. Love those movies. Incredibles. Mwah, 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 mwah. Great movie. Cars 1. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Good movies, good. When I do a kiss, I do a kiss as like I love it, like, you know. Good movies. I love those movies. All right, let's have a seat. Dashir, thank you so much for your donation. Have you ever seen Meet the Robinsons? Actually, I have, but I haven't seen it since I was a kid. I remember nothing from it besides the main character as an older person appears at the very end. That's all I remember from it. Oh, and also I note the clip that's really popular online. It's like, hey, girl, you want to come to my house today? They all hated me. That's the only scene, because that scene's hilarious. What other Pixar movies exist? Ratatouille. Mwah. If Toy Story wasn't my favorite movie of all time, it'd probably be Ratatouille, to be honest with you. Monsters Inc. Mwah. Cars 2. Sorry, that was a bit of vomit coming out of my. Sorry, I saw Cars 2 and I just went like, oh, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Finding Dory, that's fine. What other ones are there? Luca, Turning Red, Lightyear, Onward. I like that one. What others are there? Elemental. Yeah, that was fine. I like that one. Cars 3. Cars 3. I don't like Cars 3. I don't like that movie. I don't like Cars 3. I don't like. The only Cars movie I like is the first one. That's the only one I like. I really like Cars 1. Cars 2 and 3. I don't like those movies. Toy Story 4. I actually really like that one. I like Toy Story 4. Did you guys hear who the villain is gonna be for Toy Story 5, by the way? It's actually kind of lit. That one scene of Finding Nemo where Sydney was shown or whatever was actually my first introduction to Australia because my younger self thought Australia was a desert. Lamau. It's funny because some Australians do have the type of accents they have in Finding Nemo, but it's not as strong as it is. They over-exaggerate it on purpose. iPad. Yeah, chat. So they revealed that the villain for Toy Story 5 is going to be an iPad. An iPad. Not even joking. The main villain of Toy Story is going to be Toy Story 5 is going to be an iPad. And the entire thing about it is that it has an algorithm inside the iPad that thinks it knows what's best for Bonnie. So the entire idea is like, oh, Bonnie, all of your attention should be on me and not everything else. I'm like, that is such a banger idea for a Toy Story villain. Essentially, the main villain is brain rot. That's lit as hell. That sold me on the movie. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was like, Toy Story 5, whatever. They revealed that the main villain was an iPad. And the iPad is purposely making it so that Bonnie's getting distracted from her toys through brain rot. That's a banger concept. I'm sorry. That goes hard AF, bro. That's hard as hell. That's actually hard as hell, bro. I'm sorry. That's awesome. Oh, man. iPad for his birthday. Yeah, Cars 1 is a class. I love Cars 1. Have you seen Big Hero 6? I love Big Hero 6. That's a good one. I love Big Hero 6. Nah, Pixar cooking now. Nah, for real. That's such a banger idea for a Toy Story villain. Fighting an iPad that's brain rot. That's so cool. Like, it's actually lit. Like, that concept alone sold me on the movie. I'm like, okay, yo, Pixar, I need to see what you cook here. Because I was on the same boat as everyone else, being like, Toy Story 5, like, we were kind of pushing it 4, gotta do 5, but that idea is kind of banger, right? And I always keep on telling this to people, right? I still like Toy Story 4. I actually like it quite a lot, right? I think it's a very underrated movie, right? I think people overhate on it, but I do think one thing that movie has that the other 3 movies I think touched upon best is that they're incredibly relevant. You know what I mean? Toy Story 2 talks about the premise of growing up and sort of abandoning your toys. It deals with a very realistic scenario. Like, Toy Story 1 deals with the idea of, like, have a new favorite toy, right? That's the main premise of the movie, right? Toy Story 2, you have it so the concept of your kids growing up and they're gonna, you know, potentially not want you anymore when you're older, right? Very realistic and very real things that happen in our real world, right? And then you have Toy Story 3, which is, you know, that sort of acceptance of that, right? But what's great about Toy Story 5 is it's no longer a generational concept. It's a very relevant new topic, right? Everyone can relate to Toy Story 1 and 2, but I think Toy Story 5 is something only the newer generation can relate to. But I think that's a good thing. I think that's very unique, and I think that stays true to the original concepts of what Toy Story 1 to stand for. That's why I'm really excited for the premise of 5 essentially fighting the iPad addiction. You know, iPad kids. I think that's a really cool idea. That could go hard AF if they can do it right. They can do it really well. I have full, that could go really well. I have complete faith. That could go so hard. It deals with a very relevant topic. Speaking of Finding Nemo, the IRL video made about going to Sydney was awesome. Yeah, no, I loved going to Sydney. That was fun. Playing the chill music in the background. Yeah, it's by Emerald Radio. You guys should check them out. Shadow, I have a huge question. What's your favorite video? What's your least favorite video? Oh, that's a good one. I think my favorite video of all time on the channel is probably Shadow Confronts Maria's Killer. My proudest video on the channel is that one. Even though I find it a bit cringe to watch now because I can do it better now. But that's at least a good sign, at least, that I can do better now, right? My least favorite video of all time. My least favorite video of all time on the channel is actually the first video. I have a lot of nostalgia for my very first video, right? I have a lot of nostalgia for that video. But I cringe when I watch it now. The editing, the microphone, it's so terrible. Even my voice, I don't like people. I know I sounded more like Shadow back then. I hate that voice. I hate it. I think it's cringe. I'm sorry. I don't like this. This makes me cringe. I don't know why my VTuber model is not appearing. I still have the Secret of the Mimic stuff up. That's pretty funny. I find this cringe. Like, all right, the audio's not even playing here.
Greetings, weaklings. I am Shadow the Hedgehog, and welcome to my channel. and welcome to my grand ascension
Yeah.
on this YouTube site everyone's been going on recently. Today we're gonna be doing.
I can't do it. I can't watch this. I can't watch this. I can't watch this. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. The mic quality, the voice. Ugh. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Okay, the best part about my older videos is that I used to swear. We were actually funny back then, bro. My favorite thing about watching my older videos when I'm on stream, right? My favorite thing about watching my old videos when on stream, right, is I watch my old videos and I just get flabbergasted at the jokes I used to make. I'll be like, see, it's funny. A lot of those jokes I used to make back in the day, I'd get canceled for. Now the question is, if I didn't get punished by YouTube for doing those jokes, would I still be doing those jokes? Probably, but I don't know, bro. It was funny. You guys gotta understand. Behind the scenes, all of us have a dark sense of humor. Not a single one of us is PG behind the scenes. We use very vulgar language all the time behind the scenes and make very vulgar jokes. You know what I mean? Like, that's just our humor. That was always evident in our older videos. All of us are. Love the jokes though. Oh, my jokes were actually funny back then. The Minecraft series taught me the facts of life. I'm so sorry, Shade. You learned about the facts of life for the Minecraft series. Then get ready. Question for Shadow, what's your favorite DreamWorks movie? Oh, true, DreamWorks movies. I actually haven't seen a lot of DreamWorks movies. DreamWorks movies. What's my favorite? I really liked Wild Robot. That tuned me. I forgot Flushed Away was made by DreamWorks. I really liked Flushed Away. I haven't seen that in years. Puss in Boots' Last Wish was also really good. Oh, I forgot B-Movie exists. I forgot that exists. I refuse to delete it. Okay, I want to actually give you guys a piece of advice as a YouTuber myself. I've been doing YouTube for... How long have I been doing this for? I've been doing YouTube for... Oh my god, I think I've been... Wow, it's been 15 years since I started. No, it wouldn't be. Sorry, I gotta count this chat, sorry. 2012, 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I've been doing YouTube for 14 years! 14 years! Well, that means next year's gonna be my 15-year anniversary on YouTube. I've been posting videos on YouTube for 14 years. What the hell? That's effed up, man. That's screwed up, man. What? 15? Nearly 15 years? Jesus Christ. I'm getting old, man. I've been posting YouTube videos for 14 years now. That's like... That's more than half of my life. That's insane. I'm a boomer. Super Falcon, thank you so much for $5 donation. Have you ever thought of doing a Street Fighter / Marvel vs. Capcom video? I haven't been an expert in the field. Maybe. That could be something to do in the future. I've been doing it. Oh my god, it's been doing YouTube for 14 years. Oh, what was I gonna look up? Oh, yeah, I was looking at DreamWorks movies. Oh, Chicken Run. I haven't seen that since I was a kid. Okay, I can say my favorites. I don't know what my favorite DreamWorks movie is. Monsters vs. Aliens. I don't remember anything from that one. Madagascar. Mwah. Madagascar 2. Mwah. Kung Fu Panda 1. Mwah, 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 mwah. Kung Fu Panda 2. That was a make out kiss going like you know, there's like difference between kisses like and then that's Kung Fu Panda 2. Kung Fu Panda 3. Used to be the weakest in the series until Kung Fu Panda 4 came around, but I like Kung Fu Panda 3. Kung Fu Panda 4, it's alright. How to Train Your Dragon 1. How to Train Your Dragon 2. How to Train Your Dragon 3. That was fine. I like that one. I noticed a trend with Have you guys noticed that there's a trend with DreamWorks movies? I've noticed it for every trilogy that they've made so far, right? It's a weird trend that only DreamWorks has, right? Have you guys always noticed with their trilogies, it always goes like this? The first movie is really good. The second movie is an absolute banger of a movie. Like, oh my god. Then the third movie is the weakest in the trilogy. It's still a good movie, but the weakest. That's a pattern in nearly every DreamWorks franchise. You got that with currently Puss in Boots. They still don't have a third movie, but they did have Puss in Boots. You have the first movie being fine and the second one just being an absolute banger. You got that with Shrek. If you count Shrek as just a trilogy, you got Shrek 1, which is really good. You got Shrek 2 is an absolute banger, and 3 is just it's the weakest. Then you have How to Train Your Dragon. It's the same thing with that one. Same with Kung Fu Panda before Kung Fu Panda 4 came out. That's a weird trend with DreamWorks movies. They always have a very good first movie, an absolute banger of a second movie, and then the third movie is usually the weakest in the series. What's up, She-Wolf? Welcome to the stream. Talking about DreamWorks movies. I still haven't seen Dogman. Oh, I like The Bad Guys. That was a good one. I really enjoyed that one. Rise of the Guardians. Oh, that's a good movie, too. I really like that, Rise of the Guardians. That's a really good one. I like that one. That's really cool. Megamind. Oh, I haven't seen Megamind in years. But I love the jokes from it. There's no Tooth Fairy. There's no Easter Bunny. Over the Hedge. Oh, I love Over the Hedge. That's a good one. Sorry, what did I miss? Oh, good night, Fury. We are currently talking about DreamWorks movies. What other animated series animated movies are there? DreamWorks, Illumination, but I know I haven't seen many of their movies. Illumination movies. Okay, Illumination movies. Despicable Me. I love Despicable Me. Well, I love the first one. That's my favorite. I love Despicable Me. Hop. I haven't seen that since it first came out. The Lorax. Oh, I love the Lorax. How bad can I be? I'm just doing what comes naturally. How bad can I be? It was a good movie. I really enjoyed that one. Despicable Me 2. I really like that one. I don't think it's as good as Despicable Me 1, but I really liked it. Minions. I don't remember anything from that movie. I watched it once. Yeah, that's about it. The Secret Life of Pets. I haven't seen that one. Sing, I haven't seen. Despicable Me 3. I actually don't really like Despicable Me 3 that much, to be honest. I'm gonna burp. I'm not sure if you guys heard that, but I burped. Despicable Me 3. I actually don't like that one that much. I just didn't like it that much. I didn't like the villain. The Grinch. I actually liked that. That was funny. Secret Life Pets 2 I haven't seen. Sing 2 I haven't seen. Minions The Rise of Gru. That was cool. I liked Minions The Rise of the Gru. That was really cool. The Super Mario Bros. Movie. I mean, it's a Mario movie. I don't know what you expect on. It's a good movie. Despicable Me 4. I really like Despicable Me 4. I actually like that more than 3. But I like 1 and 2 better still. What is it? The Mario movie. I remember my opinion on the Mario movie is as simple as this. I remember a lot of people were calling the story very bare bones basic, right? It's a very basic movie. But I kind of argue that's the movie's strong point. Allow me to explain, right? I gotta explain myself about why that's the case, right? I think unironically, the Super Mario Bros. Movie is the perfect adaptation of Mario. I mean that in every way, shape, and form. To the point where the movie story is as basic as the game's story. So in that sense, it's kind of a perfect adaptation. Like, I don't think you can get any better. The story is just okay. Exactly like the story in the games. It's just okay. So it's kind of perfect. But I had fun. I liked the Mario movie. That was fun. I mean, it's kind of perfect. It's kind of perfect. Have you seen the Minecraft movie? Oh, I haven't watched that. What about Disney films? Do you like them too? Yeah, I went on a whole tirade about Disney movies earlier on the stream. Are you gonna see Megan 2.0? Look, to be honest, I did like the first M3 Gan movie. I'm not the biggest fan of the direction they're taking for the second one, but the thing is, like, I know a lot of people are, and I think you should watch it if you're excited for it, right? I think you should. I don't know. For me personally, I'm not a fan of the concept of the second one. I really don't want to watch it. That's just a me thing, though. What is it? Plus, the current game's Donkey Kong's design is more based on the movie's design. I actually really like the new design a lot better. Chicken Jockey has been everywhere, holy moly. Are you gonna watch Squid Game Season 3? Of course I am. I like Season 1 of Squid Game. I thought Season 2 was okay. I didn't like it that much. Blue Sky Films. Oh, Blue Sky. Yes, that's what I was remembering. Blue Sky Films. The only... Blue Sky? Was it Blue Sky? Who made Ice Age? Ice Age Studio. Blue Sky Studios. Blue Sky Studios movies. Okay. They made Nimona? I haven't seen that yet, but I want... Oh, they made Spies in Disguise? Actually, they made robots? I forgot that Blue Sky made all these movies. I actually like all these movies. Rio, I really like. Nimona, I haven't seen, but I heard that's good. I saw Epic when I was a kid. I don't remember anything from it, but I remember liking it. The Peanuts movie, that was great. The Peanuts movie was so underrated. That was a great movie. Horton is a Who, I love that movie. Robots, love that movie. Spies in Disguise, I really like that movie too. Ice Age 1, I haven't seen the Ice Age movies in years, to be honest, so I need a refresher, but I liked all those. Man, Blue Sky Studios made some bangers, man. They barely had a miss. These are all bangers. I still have to watch Nimona, though, because I heard that's really good. Man, they cooked, man. They cooked. And now I'm more upset that they're closed down. I mean, they're kind of back now, so. Which Sonic movie is your favorite? The third one. The third Sonic movie is the best one. That's my opinion. I think the third one's the best one. I think genuinely, the third Sonic movie is the best one in the movie franchise, by far. And I'm not saying that because I'm biased towards Shadow. I think it's very well done. I think it used the human characters very well. I like how it put more emphasis on the Sonic characters this time and not the human characters. And the emphasis they put on the human characters this time were actually relevant to what they were trying to do in the story. Like Tom and Maddie, they're cool characters and all. But like... I wouldn't mind seeing less of them. That's kind of what I liked about 3. It focused on the human characters. That was actually interesting. So I'm watching Sonic. I kind of don't want to watch humans. I want to see Sonic. Like, I want to see Eggman and Dr. Stone. I like those guys. But Tom and Maddie, you know, they're cool. But I besides that, I think 3 adapted the Adventure 2 story very well. I think it adapted Shadow's story very well, to the point where I actually think intertwining Shadow's character arc of revenge, intertwining that with Sonic's character arc for revenge as well, his degradation arc. Like both of them have sort of a degradation arc, but Sonic's going through it worse in comparison to Shadow. And I love how they use that to coincide with each other and have them that be the thing that they bond over, their love and care for another human being. That's brilliant. That's so good. To the point where I think they wrote their dynamic better in the movies than in the games. I'm not saying that the games are bad. I really like how they're written in the games. But I think the movie they got it. That was so good. That was awesome. That was so smart. It was just so good. It's so smart. It's so cool. And I really liked how they did Gerald in the movie. That bit where he went up to Eggman and was like, it's like, oh, Ivo, you're no Maria. Like, God damn, you piece of like, that's so cool. I really like Sonic 3. I really like Sonic the Hedgehog 3. That's a banger movie. I think it did so many things great. It was so good. What is it? What did Night Fury say? Night Fury, they plan to release the live action Trade Dragon 2 in the Vicky. I haven't seen the live action one. You won't get copyright on stream. You actually can. You can get copyright on stream. That's why I don't play copyright music. I'd show you guys the Disney music I'm listening to in the background, but I can't because I'll get copyrighted. Gerald is so evil in Sonic 3. I really like how they changed Gerald's personality in the movie. I think that's good because I want the movie universe to be different from the game universe. And I like how they're doing different takes on these characters. And I think all of them work. I really like how Eggman in the movie universe is just a goofy, like, you know, a goofy, over-dramatic a-hole. Like, egotistical a-hole. Like, that's how he should be. That's so much fun. You know, I love Dr. Stone. I think that's a fun assisting character to bounce off Eggman and Jim Carrey's, you know, quirky performances. I like Knuckles' thing on upholding tradition and being a little bit dim-witted, but also have a good heart in itself, right? He's not in the same type of serious as Shadow is, right? He's a very sort of a soldier-type mindset, keeping the tradition sort of serious, you know what I mean? Tails is kind of the same. I think Tails is the only one that they've barely changed from the game version, but I think that works. Again, I like how the movie versions are different from the game versions. They should be. I'm very happy about that. I also love Sonic's characterization. I think this is my favorite Sonic characterization of all time is in the movie universe. I really like his character arcs in the movies. So good. Then I expect to cry at the end of Sonic 3, but the sacrifices hit different. Not for real. Sonic 3 is just that good. It's a banger. Yo, what's good, Shad? What's up, Shadow 86 VR? How you doing, dude? What's your opinion on Power Rangers? I never actually grew up with Power Rangers. I'm sorry. I never watched it growing up. I'm sorry. I did watch Kamen Rider Dragon Knight growing up, though. That was my Power Rangers growing up. I loved Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. The finale of that was my Avengers Endgame. Hot take. Tails is a hit or miss character in writing, I swear. It's kind of weird because with Tails, it's like... The problem with Tails is... How could I put this delicately? It's weird for me to say this, but I think you can kind of understand what I mean by this. You either write him as a kid, or you don't write him as a kid. That's kind of the issue, right? Because he's supposed to be he's supposed to be a kid, right? But in terms of personality, you can either write him like he's a kid, but you run the risk of him being annoying and being afraid he can't like he has the Sonic Forces, right? Or you can write him like a grown-up. But then he's supposed to be a kid. So why is he acting like a grown-up, making all these mature decisions? That's kind of the issue with Tails. Right? Like, because you can't really write it one way or the other. You kind of have to choose one or the other. You either write him as a kid, or you write him to have a personality that's older than he actually is. That's kind of the issue. Yeah. Religious no Power Ranger. Oh my god. Yeah, I grew up with Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. That was my Power Rangers growing up. What the F does that mean? I'm saying because Tails is a character that's supposed to be canonically a child, right? So the problem that a lot of Sonic projects have with writing Tails is that they either write Tails to act like his age, like a kid, have a kid personality, have a kid pitched voice, that sort of thing, right? But then you can also, they also have a tendency to write him to be much older than he actually is, like for him to be act a lot more older than he actually is. Like, he acts like how an adult Sonic character would act, right? Knowing more than what a child should know, right? So that's what I mean by Tails has that issue of you either write him as a kid, but run the risk of him being annoying and sort of incompetent because you have to write him to be a little more dumber because he's a kid. Or you write him to act more grown up, but the issue is that's inconsistent with how his age actually is. That's kind of the issue with Tails. But in my opinion, when it comes to Tails, doesn't matter. You should write Tails In my opinion, the better alternative is write him like he's an older character. I think that's my opinion. Tails is always much better when he's more mature and can make decisions for himself, not as a kid. That's my opinion. That's kind of their philosophy with Sonic right now, but I think that's the better philosophy to do. You have to write them to be more grown up than they actually are. I choked on my water. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, I swallowed that wrong. That sounds really wrong out of context. See, you wanna know something that's really funny, chat? Hey, Dixie, I agree on the Tails of the thing. Hey, what's up, Dixie? Welcome to the stream. Something really funny about my continuity, chat. I'm actually going to explain more about how the age range of my continuity works on the channel. But essentially, the point I'm making is that all the Sonic characters on this channel and in my story depictions, they're all older versions of the characters, including Tails and Cream. But you might be asking, why do Tails and Cream still look like children in the videos then? Or why do they act like that? Well, there's a simple reason for it. Because Tails and foxes and rabbits age differently compared to hedgehogs, bats, echidnas, that sort of thing. So that's the reason. So anyway, that's the BS reason. It's a BS reason, but that's just how it is. That's going around it. So drop your boring baggage. Something that ticks me off in Force is a lot of writing opportunities like the trauma of the war was missed then again. They haven't made a dark game since Sonic.EXE. I think in my opinion, right, when it comes to Sonic Forces, it's kind of just undercooked. That's all it really is. I don't know. Sonic Forces to me is it's a game that exists, if that makes any sense. It's not bad, but it's not good either. It's kind of just middle of the road. Yeah, not much to say. What I think about Infinite, he's an okay character. Cool design, but an okay character. How's the gameplay? It's okay. How's the music? It's okay. How's the character creator? It's okay. How's the collectibles? It's okay. How's the DLC? It's okay. That pretty much describes Sonic Forces in a nutshell. What do you think of the whole game? It's okay. That's about it. It's just okay. Yeah. It's just okay. Which VR chat YouTuber do you like the most, Shad? It's me. I'm joking. No, I'm joking. Hey, it says 69 in the top left corner, 69! My favorite VR chat YouTuber. I like proximity chat at the moment. I don't watch Sonic VR chat videos. But the VR chat videos, I don't watch VR chat videos. But the ones I do watch, actually, I watch things from Studio Penrose. They do a lot of cinematic VR chat stuff. I'm getting a lot of inspiration from them. They're making great stuff. Other Sonic, not Sonic VR chat YouTubers, and Proximity Chat, he does a lot of trolling VR chat videos. I love those. Those are hilarious. I love those videos, man. They're hilarious. That actually reminds me, I was gonna do a community tab today about it. I'll tell you guys on stream right now what I'm gonna do. I was gonna make a community post today talking about how I'm gonna be writing Infinite in the Chaos Syndicate, the Suicide Squad movie, but with Sonic villains project I'm working on. Because I'm gonna do something a little different with how I write him. When I write him, I'm not gonna. Here's the thing. I'm gonna write him differently in comparison to how a lot of fan projects write him. I'm going to change nothing. Hey, Necromancer, thank you for the donation, man. Big dubs in the chat. What I mean by I'm not gonna change anything is I'm not changing his personality. I'm not changing his backstory. Kinda. I'm not changing his motivation for hating Shadow. I'm not changing any of that. I'm not changing that. All I'm doing differently is I'm adding more context. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm gonna do with Infinite's writing in it. So I'm not gonna do anything that drastically changes his backstory. I'm not gonna do anything that changes his personality from Sonic Forces. No. All I'm doing with how I write him in the Chaos Syndicate is that all you'll have for him is that you'll have more context. And that's all that is. That's all I'm adding. That's what I'm doing. I'm not gonna. I was gonna say in the community post. I'm not gonna do what other Sonic fan projects do with Infinite. I'm not gonna have it so that he was a good guy that got corrupted by the Phantom Ruby and became bad. I'm not gonna have it so that he was friends with Gadget and then became Infinite and he became good, bad. I'm not gonna have it so that the Phantom Ruby is the one that turned him to the way he is. No, I'm not doing that at all. That's all I'm gonna say about it. All I'm doing in my approach is I'm doing exactly what the games did with him. Like, literally exactly. I'm not changing a single thing about that. All I'm doing is adding extra context. That's all I'm going to do with Infinite's writing. Shadow killed his squad. You're going to have to see it in Chaos Syndicate. You just got to see it. I'm not changing a single thing about the backstory. I'm just adding extra context. Because you guys don't have the whole context. That's the difference. That's all I'm doing. Context. What's up, Amatune? But yeah, so stay tuned for Chaos Syndicate. That's all I'm doing with Infinite. I'm just adding more context. So all the backstory we've already gone for him is staying exactly the same. I'm not changing any of it. You just get more context. That's all it is. Year 2024 sucks. I really liked 2024. That was a good year. That was also the year the Shadow at your time was supposed to come out. But it never came out. It never came out. You don't know why it never came out? Because it takes a long time to write a movie script. And I just got busy. Look, man, 2024 is the same as every year for me. I'm still single and alone. I'm joking. When I make incel jokes like that, chat, I'm actually not sad about being single. It's just chill. The right person will come along eventually. That's life in a nutshell. The right person will eventually come. A lot of you guys are young. Don't worry. I'm still young. I don't have to worry about it. But at the same time, I hate people being happier than me. I'm joking. I'm gonna fall off a cliff before Shadow Edge of Time comes out. It will come out! I hope so. It has to come out. Because the multiverse series can't come out unless I release Shadow Edge of Time first. And I'll probably release Chaos Syndicate after Edge of Time, so. How y'all doing? I am doing great, Demos. I always went under the impression the Phantom Ruby was something related to Black Doom. Actually, do you know, chat, that I have written down an origin for the Phantom Ruby? I have an idea for the origin of Phantom Ruby. It would be explored in my Emerald Wars series. If that will ever come out, because I genuinely don't know if that project will ever come out, but I have the origin of the Phantom Ruby planned out in that.
At this point, it's quite abusive. The kind of girl that needs drama to live.
And then when I told the story of what my origin was for the Phantom Ruby to people, they really liked it, so I'm very happy about it. I will probably release it one day. So GTA 6 better come, otherwise we ride. No, it's gonna come. GTA 6 is coming out next year. That's been double confirmed. It's coming out next year. GTA 6 is gonna come out next year. It's not more really sorry that Shadow, because I'm thinking about Shadow voice right now. I just target that Sonica. Yo, Super Falcon, thank you for $2 donation, dude. If you do Street Fighter, hit me up. Of course, bro. I still appreciate you helping me out with the Maria arc, man. But you know, it's one thing that's definitely coming out before Edge of Time. The Fleetway Shadow arc. That was supposed to come out in summer last year. It didn't come out summer last year. When did we do the Maria arc? The Maria arc's a year old now, right? Oh my god, the Maria arc's a year old now. I should have done a celebration for it. I should have done something for the anniversary, man. I should have done something for the anniversary of the Maria arc. I'm still really happy with those videos. I'm glad a lot of people like the Maria arc. That was cool. I really enjoyed doing that. Yeah, it's been 1 year since the Maria arc came out. That's insane. I gotta be honest, when I create my channel, that I could bring all the other channels that I've grown up with and who are not familiar to bring them together, like Jason and George. That'd be cool, dude. That'd be really cool. The only disadvantage is that we wouldn't be able to get the "we got X before GTA 6" joke anymore. Yeah, no, that's gonna be sad. Now we gotta change it to GTA 7. By the way, how are you, Jules? I'm doing great, Miss Blue. How about you? How are you doing? What is it? Instead of doing an anniversary video for the Maria arc, then hit me arc for sure, bro. I actually did genuinely consider, chat. Very fun fact. I'm gonna give some Maria arc behind the scenes thing. Well, this is not really a behind the scenes. This is kind of a new thing. I actually debated on remaking Shadow confronts Maria's killer because I feel like I can do it better now. But I probably won't. I decided I probably won't. I'm gonna stick to it. I'm not gonna redo it. I'm gonna stick to the original version. Because I know I can definitely do it a lot better now. If I can make it now, I can do it a lot better. But I'm not gonna remake it. I was debating on remaking it, though. I was debating on it. There's something about it. I hate getting sleep. Alright, chat. I also have another hot take here, right? I love and hate sleeping. I love sleeping because I feel great when I get good sleep, right? I hate sleep because I waste 8 hours of the day sleeping. Because I hate how your bodies need sleep. Because half of our entire life, literally, studies have showcased that for half of our lives, regardless of how old you are when we're asleep. And I kind of hate that. If I had the option to not sleep, most of the time, I'd probably say yes. Unfortunately, that's really unhealthy, and you should sleep, but kind of hate sleep. Live reaction to the whole Maria arc. I mean, we could do that. Would you guys like, how about that? For an anniversary thing for the Maria arc, what if we react to all the episodes together? I will do commentary throughout the whole thing. How about that for the Maria arc? What is it? Would you guys like to do for us to do a live stream marathon where we react to all the episodes together? I can then, because I don't think I've actually seen the Maria arc in a while, so this is gonna be my first time actually like watching it in a while. It's probably gonna be me cringing at it though, so I will warn you guys, chat. Oh, it's probably gonna be a lot of me cringing at it. Speak English and Spanish. Wow. 50-50 as a crippling in Sonic, yeah. Yeah, that's my only thing, chat. I will warn you, when we do the stream about watching the Maria arc together, I am gonna cringe. That's my warning. I am going to cringe. So I might be ruining, what is it, the excitement of the stream, because there'll be multiple moments where I'm streaming it, and then sometimes you'll just hear me go, why did I do it like that? It's nice watching you buy Jules and everyone else. Have a good one, Miss Blue. Maria arc with AG. Oh, that's true. I should do it with AG. See, that's the thing about watching it with AG. She would have a very positive thing to say about it. I would probably cringe watching it. It never gets easy. No, never gets.
Oh God, where am I now? Earth 84. Great, I'm not even in my right universe. Who's that? Hey, you. Yeah, excuse me.
It's a really pretty world. This is a nice
Excuse me,
world.
you over there.
This is a nice world. Oh, maybe we should watch the Maria arc in order, chat. Maybe we gotta watch Shadow confronts Maria's killer first, and watch this one. This technically, this is technically after that one. Nah, we watch the Maria arc as the Maria arc.
Do you know where I am by any chance?
Oh, oh, Shadow, I'm so sorry. Here, give me a hug. I'm so sorry.
Hey, get off me. How do you even know my name?
Shadow? Shadow, it's me.
Okay, I'm gonna give you some behind-the-scenes tidbits here, guys. This is the only good-looking Maria. Okay, so you might be wondering, why is Maria anime here? It's because this was the only good, at the time we filmed this was the only good Maria model in VR chat. The other one didn't look that good. So that anime Maria,
Shadow, it's me.
that was the best looking Maria avatar in VR chat at that time. Now there's plenty of good ones because thank God for Sonic.EXE Shadow Generations making a great modern Maria model. But at the time we made this was the best Maria model. And it's still cute. It's really cute and really nice. But that's the reason why Maria anime. That's why Maria anime. That's why Maria anime back then.
Oh,
She anime.
oh, you're not my Shadow. That's okay. It's okay. Here, it's all right. And I'll give you another hug. It's okay.
You're very familiar. I know you from somewhere, don't I?
Yeah, cinematic shots in this already make me cringe, man. Fuck, I can't. Oh. I can't. Oh my god. Like, it's still a good video, don't get me wrong, but I cringe at it because I know I can do better now.
Yes. Well, I mean, not from here. I know the concept of the multiverse. Are you not from here? I mean, you must not be. Do you know who I am? I'm Maria. I'm pretty sure that's a common knowledge.
Did anyone realize with the design of Maria, did you guys see that she has the same rocket shoes as Shadow? A lot of people didn't notice that. Yeah, so she has the same rocket shoes, and she has inhibitor rings. These are obviously aren't inhibitor rings, but she's wearing Shadow's rocket shoes and the same type of glove attachment.
I'm pretty sure that's the common knowledge with all shadows.
Maria,
Mm-hmm. Do you not have?
what are you doing here?
I'm just waiting for someone. I'm supposed to hang out with someone later today. Is something wrong? Wait, is there something going wrong? Is there like an attack going to happen?
Okay, behind the scenes commentary. There's a video editing mistake here. That. I didn't want to show that. I have a thing in my VR chat videos. I'm not sure if any of you guys notice. Eventually, sometimes it kind of just slips through. I have a thing where I hate showing its VR chat. What I mean by that is I always have it so you can never see the name tags of the other player. You can never see the little moniker that's in the very middle. You never see it so when the characters transform or use their toggles from a VR chat model, you never see the scroll menu show up. And that's on purpose. It's because I don't want to showcase that it's VR chat. I want the illusion to keep up that you're actually seeing it from Shadow's POV. So, when I have a scene like that accidentally shows the portal.
Wrong? Wait, is there something going wrong? Is there like an attack?
I hate that because that breaks the immersion for me. That was a mistake. So, because that portal's there, it reminds people that this is not Shadow's POV, you're just watching VR chat. Now, obviously, you always are watching VR chat, but that's why I always turn off the reticles. That's why I always do that, because I like keeping that illusion. You're actually seeing Shadow's POV. That's my opinion. I like doing that.
Is there like an attack going to happen?
No.
Do I need to call GUN?
No, that's not it. That's not it at all.
What's wrong? Are you all right, Shadow?
What are you doing here?
I'm just watching the video, waiting for someone.
No.
What are you?
This portal here. You idiot. Go behind so you don't see the portal. Why are you showing from a camera perspective? Oh my god.
What do you mean?
What are you doing here?
Can't do that. No, don't show the portal.
Waiting for someone. Shadow, are you all right?
You're supposed to be dead.
Well, I was for a bit of time, but thanks to...
time?
But I'm all right now. I'm better now. I feel amazing.
Better?
Oh, yes.
But...
I'm living a new life. I'm better now. I mean, I understand it might be
Stop showing the portal. You idiot. Why do you keep on going back to the portal?
shocking because I know that most outcomes...
No. What are you doing as a hedgehog?
My grandfather's experiments. He was experimenting with...
Oh, yes. Yeah, Gerald somehow made a hedgehog body for you to inhabit. Is that what you're trying to tell me? You think that idiot of a professor was that smart to think about a go-around with that?
I don't think you understand. This is
No.
universe.
I don't think you understand.
The dialogue of this actually goes hard as hell, though. This is way better than I remember.
I know this isn't my universe because I know you're not my Maria, and you can't possibly be.
Yeah, I'm not. But I...
Portal's... Why the fuck? Why would you put the camera angle there, you idiot? You can see the portal even if it's blurred. You're not slick. Goddamn.
Every shadow was the same in terms of how they would react to having a friend.
Having a friend?
You don't understand.
What the hell does that have to do with anything? Well, the idea that you would be okay with this? You coming back like this?
Am I not supposed to be? Did I do something wrong?
No, it's not. Oh my god.
Look, I'm sorry. Well, maybe grandfather was...
What, did you think I was gonna be, happy with the idea that you're a hedgehog brought back this way?
I remember just waking up like this, and I felt happier.
And how did your shadow react? You said you had a shadow before. How did he react to all that?
Well, he's still fine. He was terrified at first because he was...
Dima said, would this art get a remake knowing what you know now? Probably no, because... I may cringe on it, but I am very proud with how this turned out. This actually is a lot better than I remember it being rewatching this now. I only cringe at it because I know I could do better now. But I'm proud of this video. I'm really proud of how it turned out. And I wouldn't change that. For me, I'm one of those people where, okay, I'm going to stick by this original thing that I made, regardless of how I feel about it. And I think, actually, rewatching it now, I actually completely forgot the dialogue's actually really good. I actually really like this dialogue a lot. I remember AG actually was the one that came up with the idea of making it so that Maria sort of sees Shadow's response as sort of antagonistic, right? As sort of a how do I put it, a self-deprecating sort of thing against herself. And I thought that was a really smart addition because, you know, you have this Maria who was brought back to life with a Shadow that was accepting it and okay with it. But then you show it to a Shadow which obviously has a lot of, you know, mental issues. You know, he never really got over Maria the same way as every other Shadow did. So him seeing a Maria like that is something he just refuses to accept because this is not Maria, right? This is a clone or essentially a replication of Maria through becoming a hedgehog. And Shadow wouldn't be okay with that because what this Shadow is this Shadow that never got over Maria's loss properly. So seeing her in physical form as a hedgehog body is something that he just couldn't really accept because it's the idea that Maria is back, but not in the way that he remembered her. Which is why he acts so irrationally around her, because he just can't accept that. He can't accept that for Maria. You know what I mean? Right? He has this perception of how Maria should be physically and as a person, and seeing her alive and well, but as a hedgehog and lived out a life, he just can't accept that. That's something that he just can't accept.
I wasn't expecting it, but he's happy now.
Happy.
We're both happy. He deserves.
Yeah, and the problem is if I can't recreate this anyway because I couldn't recreate the dialogue here. The dialogue is perfect. I wouldn't change that at all. It's just the way it's filmed I would change. That's all I would
You
change.
deserve the same happiness.
No. The Maria I know would not be happy with any of this. Not happy with any of this at all.
Well, I'm not your Maria, Shadow.
It doesn't
Or
matter that
whatever
you're my Maria.
Shadow you want.
Well, I don't care. I do not care. You think Maria would be happy with this? Being brought back in this way?
You're a hedgehog too. That's a bit odd for you to say,
Damn, bro, bring race into this. You're a hedgehog too.
Shadow.
That doesn't change anything.
I
Maria
thought
was...
you'd be happy to meet someone like me again. Regardless, I was told that judging a book by its cover is stupid and rude and not right. I figured if I was standing in front of you, you'd be happy.
Maria.
Can we just take a moment to appreciate how great AG did in this video? Her performance is fantastic. She knocked it out of the park. She did a wonderful job.
Human woman with goals and aspirations far beyond
I still
anyone
have them.
else. Yeah.
I still have them.
Yeah, but I know Maria would not have been wanting to come back in this way. As a hedgehog of all things.
I'm not your Maria, clearly. It was the only way to help me. I wasn't expecting it to work.
Maria,
but
the hedgehog was just this random fan character that people came up with. But little did I know there's an actual universe where you actually exist. Where you're real.
The only difference if I made the dialogue is if I made this video now, I wouldn't have set the fictional character part. That's all I would change because I think it's complete. Because how I put it, it makes sense for this Shadow because he knows Maria the Hedgehog through DeviantArt, Google videos, and memes back in the day, right? But I think it ruins the tone of the serious moment. That's the one thing I would, if I were to reduce again, that's the one thing I would get rid of. But besides that, I think everything else with the dialogue is perfect.
Is that a bad thing? I thought that every Shadow would be happy to have me back. I've heard rumors that people say that if I stayed dead, the world would have been better off. Does the world just not want me to exist?
That's not what I'm trying to say.
What are you trying to say? You don't sound like you're happy to know that I'm alive.
I'm trying to say that this damn portal's in the way! Stop! Why do you keep on turning back into the portal?
That's not what I'm trying to say.
What are you trying to say? You don't sound like you're happy to know that I'm alive.
Of course I am happy that you're, but not like this.
I was always taught to be grateful for what one has. I thought you would be happy to know that there's a universe where I'm alive and well. Would you rather have me die right here?
Well, I'm not saying that you should die here. Well, of course there's you out there. The multiverse is massive. There are an infinite amount of Earths and possibilities. Of course there's going to be one where you're alive.
Then why aren't you happy about that?
I don't know.
Is it because it's a burden on you? You felt like it was
Damn.
a necessity?
A necessity?
Is it a necessity? Is that how you became the way you are today? Because of my death? Well, then it's a good thing that I'm still alive. Because if this is what most Shadows turn out to be, if I perish, And I'm glad that I'm still alive.
Oh, damn! Oh, shoot! Damn!
I was told to protect you.
Okay,
I was
Maria.
a guardian angel for those who were hurt and needed someone to turn to. But if this is what you are going to turn out to be like, because of my death, I'm glad that I did not perish. I'm glad I was able to come back. I'm happy here, Shadow. I'm in a new life, a new form. I'm seeing things from your perspective. Humans could never understand what Mobians go through. GUN constantly is against you. I could never have understood that. But now that I'm one of you, I know how it feels. I live differently. I see things differently. I feel free. I'm happy. Looks shouldn't matter. The fact that I'm standing here, when my shadow saw me, he didn't change. But he was happy to know that his efforts were not in vain.
Damn.
I protect him.
Okay, I can't watch this part coming up. Because I'll cringe too hard at this. I can't watch this. It's me crying. I can't do that. Fun fact, guys. In this scene here, I was actually crying. But I can sort of cry on command is essentially the thing. When I get really into a performance, I can actually cry. This is a cool moment. I can't watch it because I'll cringe too hard. This is a personal thing for me. I can't listen to myself cry. I cringe too hard at that. I cringe too hard. I can't do it. Can't listen to me cry. I can't listen to that. That's too much for me. I can't watch that. I can't watch that.
You did. I know you did. I didn't want it to happen, believe me.
I'm still crying. I can't listen to that.
I've heard that so many.
I don't know.
I don't care.
Oh, this part went hard. I remember this part.
I didn't mean to.
I don't care. I don't care.
Oh, that part
You're
goes hard.
Still family, and I will always care for you no matter what universe you're from. Just know.
Yeah, that goes kind of hard. Oh, that's cool. That's a
that
banger.
will always be in your heart. I will always be in your heart, in your head, in your soul, no matter where you go. I have never truly gone. I don't want you to feel this pain. Just please keep the promise that I told you. Do good for humanity. I know that you can. And I'm sorry for suggesting or hinting that you might have failed me, because you didn't.
Wow, this video is awesome. Whoa, hold on. This is so much better than I remember. Wait, this video lit. This is awesome. Besides the goddamn portal, this is a really good video. This is a lot better than I remember.
No.
I'm gonna leave before I make things any worse for you.
Shadow, you don't make things worse. Please, just remember. Remember, I'll always be with you. I'm
Jules, remember to edit out the goddamn portal. Don't show the portals.
sorry.
Enjoy your new life, Maria, and let your shadow know how lucky he is.
Damn. Oh, that shot's fucking I just swear by accident. Oh, I didn't mean to say that. Man, that shot's this shot's a banger.
Enjoy your new life.
That shot's a banger. Shout out had to aura farm as he left Maria, bro. Oh my god. Bro, bro had an emotional moment, Maria. Oh, I got aura farm real quick. Just gotta bro aura farmed out there. Bro aura farmed. I just gotta let me just gotta bro aura farmed. Damn. Maria just left alone. That's cool. That's really cool. There's a behind the scenes fact about this scene, chat. You want me to ruin the scene for you guys, chat? There's a behind the scenes fact that kind of makes the scene funnier. Even though it's a very serious moment. It's a very nice moment. And actually, this video is really good. There's one thing that people didn't notice Well, I'm gonna ruin it for you all today on stream. See how there's a rail here? And she holds onto the rail? She doesn't actually hold onto the rail! Her hands are just floating in the air for no reason! Like, it looks believable in the scene, but I thought that's a really funny thing to point out. That'll ruin that scene for people. She's not holding onto the rail. She's putting her arms out like, I mean, it goes for a banger shot, but she actually isn't actually touching the rail. Oh no, I can't watch it. I can't watch it. No, this is me crying. I can't watch it. Too cringe. It's cringe. It's cringe. It's cringe. It's cringe. EXE. Actually, that shot of EXE is actually cool as hell. What? That's actually so cool. I actually like how it's a dark background. He's actually silhouetted against it with the red glowing eyes. That goes hard as hell. How did I do that? That was a banger. That was cool. You know what? That movie is a lot better than I remember it being. What is it? What is it? Been a while since we saw the creepypasta. Good thing AG got her voice back. No, honestly, guys, after rewatching that, I actually like that a lot more than I remember it being. I'm actually really proud of that. See what I mean? I'm really proud of the Maria arc. I look back on it being a little cringe, but rewatching that was a lot better than I remember. That was really good. Wow. AG killed it. Man, she did so good that video. Man, that was cool. Man, AG did such a great job in that video, man. That video was a lot better. I'm really proud of that. It was beautiful. Thank you. I need to know that glitch effect. Okay, if I were to remake it now, which is why I'm glad I never would, because I don't think I'm ever gonna get dialogue that good ever again. I think the dialogue of that was genuinely perfect. Number one, no portals. No portal if I remade it. No portal. No portal. Zero. No. None of that. Stupid. Why did I ever have the portal in frame a lot of the time? I broke my own rules of filming VR chat videos. But in actuality, if I were to remake it, I would just make it more cinematic. That's the difference I would make. Because I don't think I can ever get dialogue as good as that ever again. The dialogue in that is perfect. I think the dialogue in that is genuinely perfect. It was amazing. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate that, guys. Thanks for putting up with my sort of broken, cringy commentary about it. I am genuinely proud of that video, and I'm really glad you guys like it. I really am. It's a thing with me where I only cringe, not because it's a bad video. I'm actually really happy with that video. It's because I know I can do better now visually. I can do better visually now. So just your acting, just a little bit act like that was beautiful. No portals, no capes. Portals. Yeah, no portals. That's the main thing if I ever remake. I'm never going to remake it. But if I were to remake it, no portals. That's the big one. No portals. See, I don't hate it. Oh, yeah, no, if you hate it, the crying on command is actually believable and emotional and impressive. No, thank you. I really appreciate that, Shade. No, the crying isn't bad. I think the crying was very appropriate, especially for Shadow's character in that moment, because it's a very emotional moment for the character. And it really helps out with the scene, especially Maria. It's the only time we ever see Shadow in a very vulnerable state. Is when he's around someone like Maria, someone that means a lot to him. I just can't watch myself crying, that's all it is. I just can't watch myself crying. The glitch effect. I actually don't know where to get that glitch effect, Corn. But I'm very happy about that. I feel like watching one more before I go to bed. I'll watch one more video. Now this one I can watch without cringing at all. I can watch this one. This one's actually my favorite cinematic video. This is my favorite. Shadow and Rouge's kiss. I don't know why. I just really like this one. I'm very happy with this one. I have a fixation and I adored it and I still do. I really appreciate that. Honestly, valid about the crying thing. I appreciate that, Shade. Thank you. That really means a lot. This is actually my favorite cinematic video. See, these ones I can rewatch. I don't have a problem with these. Already massive difference from the first Maria arc episode. From a visual standpoint, it's already completely different. It's already completely different. See, this one I can watch. I like this one. I like Shadow and Rouge's kiss. You know how much that would actually hurt? Her hand would be bleeding. Like, that's solid concrete that she hit. that hurt a lot. Yeah, because a lot of people don't notice. This is actually a continuation of the previous video. What is it? Sonic Comfort Shadow. We should probably watch that one instead, because that's technically first. Because Sonic Comfort Shadow, this and Shadow and Rouge's Kiss is actually a mini arc. It's a mini arc. I just haven't given it a name. So it goes first. It goes Sonic Comfort Shadow, then Shadow and Rouge's Kiss, then one more video. And then Shadow confronts Maria's killer, and then the Maria arc starts. That third video, I haven't released yet. That's a part of the videos I'm releasing this summer. So it's gonna come out either. No, it's gonna come. The third episode in this arc is coming out in July. So stay tuned for that one. Oh, we can't hear the audio. Oh, the audio wasn't playing the entire time. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, dude, the audio was playing the entire time. I forgot I muted it. Yeah, no. So it's a Sonic Comfort Shadow, and this is a part of a mini arc leading up into the Maria arc. You have Sonic Comfort Shadow, which comes first, then Shadow and Rouge's Kiss, then a third video, which is coming out in July, and then after that, it's Shadow confronts Maria's killer, and then the Maria arc starts. So, yeah. I think I'll play from here.
You know, if you're more open about your emotions like this, I'm sure Rouge would actually give you a chance.
I guess I wasn't
Oh, I forgot the Cashlin voice version. She did a great job.
the only one who needed a break from everyone.
You can say that again.
She did such a great job in this. Yeah, so I didn't get Sailor Piece to do Rouge for this one in Cashlin. The reason why I wanted to do that is because when I do cinematic videos, I kind of want them to be different from a voice acting standpoint. Not that I have anything against Sailor Piece. She's a wonderful Rouge voice actor. She's been great. I just wanted to try doing something with Cashlin because Cashlin is actually going to be a part of a lot of well, quite a few cinematic projects I'm working on, right? She's playing as Maria in Shadow Edge of Time and in The Birth of Shadow the Hedgehog. So I wanted to do this video as sort of a way, because I know she's also a great Rouge voice actor. I wanted to see how it'd be like working with her on something, and it was great working with her. She was wonderful. She did a wonderful job as Rouge in this. She did a great job. She killed it. She absolutely killed it.
Are you okay?
No. No, I'm not.
Let me guess. The red echidna?
Yeah. Knuckles.
You want to talk about it?
Not really.
Alright.
Fine. If you must know, we just had another fight.
You two seem to be doing that often.
Every single day. If someone had told me marriage would be like this, I would have stuck to jewel collecting. Everything was much simpler back then.
You don't have to tell me.
What are you doing out here? Normally, you'd be picking a fight with Knuckles, or trying to get Blaze's phone number.
No, not tonight.
Suit yourself.
Sure you wouldn't prefer being with everyone else?
Well, between you and a crowd of people too loud to even hear me speak, I'd rather take my chances.
Fair enough.
Be honest. Do you think I made the right choice? With Knuckles?
I mean, you did marry him.
Yeah, but between this and fighting Eggman, I think I'd rather take the latter.
You can say that again.
So, what's with you?
What do you mean?
Well, it's just... I can't remember the last time we had a conversation that didn't involve you trying to riz me up.
Well, it just doesn't seem appropriate at the moment.
That's a first.
Well, I've been doing some thinking.
That's also a first.
Sure. No. Somebody told me to achieve the peace I'm looking for, I need to be more open with others about how I feel.
Really? Well, what do you feel?
Aimless.
Reserve, that's so meta. I love it. Yeah, because that's the. I forgot she said that. Yeah, well, it's because. Like it's like the Riz thing and the gay conversation that Sonic and Shadow had in Sonic Comfort Shadow, right? Like the one where it's like sounds a little gay if you ask me, right? You gotta forget that, you know, like these aren't just Sonic, Shadow, and Rouge, right? This is our versions of Sonic, Shadow, and Rouge, right? So Rouge, in the continuity we currently at, would say Riz up. Because we made jokes about that in the video. Same with Sonic and Shadow having a wholesome moment. Of course they would say, like, oh, this is a little gay. Because it's the same Sonic and Shadow that's been in the videos on this channel. So that's my thought process about why I added those lines of dialogue. Like, with Shadow being like, it's a little gay. It sounds a little gay if you ask me, right? Or Rouge saying, trying to riz me up. Because that's in character for these versions of the character. That they would say that.
I don't know.
They would say that.
I feel like I'm sinking at the bottom of the ocean. I can't decide where I want to go. Do I want to swim up? Do I want to keep on sinking? Or do I want to just float there? In the same spot? For my entire life, I wondered why I was here. Why I even exist. My purpose. And I just would like to just have an answer to that. Something that just makes sense. That's just life, I guess.
Yeah. Amen to that. I never thought my life could get this aimless.
Well, do what I do. Just ride it out.
What a revolutionary idea. Shadow the Hedgehog gives the most obvious advice.
Well, it's better than feeling sorry for yourself.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Hey, at least I give better advice than Omega ever could. Remember during our last mission where he tried making that one kid happy by kicking their football towards them, but it just ended up flying to the orbit?
Yeah, and then Tails had to fly up there to find it. It was hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
You know, Shadow, you were the only reason why I joined Team Dark.
Why?
What? Because I wanted to get closer to you. GUN only viewed me as an asset, and others just saw me as eye candy, I guess. I mean, I knew it, and I did enjoy it, but eventually that kind of thing gets old. But when you came along, you were the only one who recognized my true worth and treated me as an equal. It felt nice to be noticed like that. But the closer I got to you, the more distant you became. So, when Infinite took over, Knuckles and I started forming a bond or connection, I guess. And after some time, I realized that meant that I had to choose between, well, someone who was clearly interested in me, as opposed to someone that didn't pay me much mind. So I took the safest bet.
Damn, I forgot how good this was. This conversation is awesome. No, that's sweet. That's sad. That's sweet. That's sad. So I'm not sure if the implication came through in that conversation, but what is it? Rouge Rouge actually liked Shadow at first, right? She actually liked Shadow was essentially the thing, right? But the problem was Shadow never paid any attention to that, never gave her sort of validation or ever responded, right? So that's the problem with my Shadow. The Shadow just didn't know that she liked him, was essentially the thing. So when Sonic Forces came around and then Knuckles and Rouge started developing a bond with each other, Rouge decided to go with Knuckles because, you know, why would she go for, even though she likes this person, if the guy seems like he's clearly not interested, then she might as well go for the person who is clearly interested, right? That makes sense. And I think that's very relatable. But the problem was Shadow started liking her afterwards. And by then it's already too late. So it's one of those Shadow missed his chance years ago sort of things, right? He just wasn't in the right mindset is essentially the thing. Shadow formed Team Dark. I meant more or less what Team Dark actually like sort of became, because I sort of see it as Team Dark wasn't really like Sonic Heroes. Rouge technically formed Team Dark, but she only really did it because Shadow was there, right? Like she may have formed Team Dark, but she did it for Shadow, right? She only joined. She said the only reason she joined Team Dark was because of Shadow, and because Shadow was there and she actually cared for him, was essentially the thing. So the implication of that dialogue that just happened was that Rouge did like Shadow, but Shadow just never gave it back. So she decided to go for somebody else that was clearly interested in her, and by then Shadow already completely missed a chance. He missed his chance years ago. He would always he'll make jokes about sipping for her and that sort of thing, but realistically, Shadow lost his chance to end up with Rouge years ago. He completely missed that chance because he just never realized that Rouge actually liked her. It probably would have been different if he did realize that, though. It probably would have, but that's just not how life is. That's kind of the point. That's sad yet relatable, too. So, yeah. So, it could have ended up very differently. If Shadow recognized that Rouge did like him, he probably would have, gone for it if he knew. But he simply just didn't, and he lost his chance. And that kind of just sucks, but that's just how relationships are. Stuff like that just sucks. I wrote this because I actually relate to this. I had sort of a similar story with someone I had a crush on years ago. It was when I was younger. I was a kid, but it's a kid. It doesn't really matter that much. I had a crush on somebody, and I didn't go for it. I had a crush on somebody, and she had a crush on me. I know that for a fact, but I didn't go for it because I was too nervous to, right? And then eventually she ended up with someone else, and nothing ever happened from it. You know what I mean? So I think I like that. So I took that premise from my past and attached it to this video, that sort of backstory aspect of You know, you missed your chance, but, you know, you have other chances. But that's essentially what I related it to.
You and the Blue Hedgehog were the only real friends I made after Maria.
Miscommunication. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is for Shadow and Rouge. That's what it is.
Got closer. I didn't know how to react. I pushed you away. I'm sorry for never noticing you like that.
Well, it's in the past now. And everything turned out for the better, though. Didn't it?
I guess so.
Oh, I just know something about the shot that I don't like. Oh, no! Oh, that's painful. Oh, my God. Wait. Oh, no. I didn't never notice that. Oh, no. Oh, I hate that. Oh, that sucks. Oh, no. I never noticed that before. Oh, no. Oh, no. I never noticed that. Oh, fuck. That's so painful now. Oh, my God. Everything, all the shots in this were good, but that one, damn it. That was bad. You want to know why I cringe at it? You want to know why I cringe? This is why I cringe. Look at this.
I guess so.
That's a JPEG low-res background. It doesn't move with the rest of the buildings when it pans down. I never noticed that. Oh, why did I do that? If I knew that, I would have filmed from the actual buildings, not from this angle, because it just shows the 2D, horrible res 2D image building background. Oh, that sucks.
How do you...
Damn it. I never noticed that. Oh, I never noticed that. Not the sign, no, the city. The buildings here. This is just a 2D low-res image. When the camera pans down, it doesn't move with the building, so it just looks so unnatural. Look. I never noticed that before. Fuck.
How do you do...
These shots look so good, but that once if I noticed that, I would have just filmed from an actual building. You can barely tell though. Yeah, I only know. You guys only know it now because I just pointed it out to you. I'm really sorry. I'm gonna be ruining some of these shots for you guys. That's what I'm gonna do when I rewatch these. I'm gonna point it out. Beautiful JPEG city. I didn't notice. Yeah, of course, nobody noticed, but I noticed. That's the problem. I notice. That's what I hate. I notice. I hate that. I hate that. The director in disguise, though, now.
Do it.
What?
The anger. How do you let it go? If I went back in there and saw his face, it would drive me up a wall. But I don't want to ruin Sonic's party.
You can't. It just goes away over time. All you need to do is hide the anger. Make it less noticeable. So you can feed everyone smiles and convince them everything's okay. I've been doing it for so long.
This is also really bad advice, by the way. Don't listen to Shadow here. He's not cooking whatsoever. This is horrible advice. Don't do this. It's very unhealthy.
Grown numb to it. The more you do it, the easier it gets. Is it healthy? I don't know.
No, it's not. You need therapy. That's horrible advice.
But it sure is a lot better than feeding into those negative emotions. And I felt so many things like that before. I'm not going back.
What was Rouge angry about? Because she had a fight with Knuckles. Then why'd you say it? It was on purpose because it's supposed to demonstrate Shadow's mindset. It's supposed to say Shadow's mindset at this point. He's not healthy. He's not a healthy guy. He doesn't deal with emotions very well. So with Rouge's response here, notice how it's very passive on purpose, right? Like,
I'm not going back.
That's a lot. I really have to think about that now. So I guess it's time to return to the land of the living.
That's why her response is very passive, because she sees that that's not really great advice. She sees something's up, but it's like, that's why she says I have to think about it for a while. She's not saying it in a positive way where she's like, oh, I'm going to take in this advice. It's more or less like, I don't know about that. That's essentially the thing.
Thank you for this.
Aw, that's cute.
Needed it.
Anytime.
Aw, he smiled. Hey, look, there's a Discord building down there. So when's the therapy cinematic? What do you think the secret third episode's about of this mini arc? Actually, it's not really therapy. It's really sad, but it's kind of a therapy arc. But imagine a therapy arc in the worst way imaginable. That's what the third episode is. Oh, special after credit. A special after credit. Hey, look, Doritos.
Welcome to the Veterans Day served by your service, where today we would like to welcome Mr. Schmitz to the stand in order to give a speech about our fallen comrades. He's been a member of the Guardian units of nations for many years now and would like to award him this award for his continued service.
He's the one who killed Maria.
Oh, cool. To be continued. Yeah, and I still haven't posted the continuation for this for a whole year, but that's coming out in July, so stay tuned for that. Oh, this is a preview for Shadow confronts Maria's killer. Yeah, it is, but it's actually a teaser for the third episode of this arc that I never posted, but it's coming out in July, so stay tuned for that. So what the fuck? What? Chad, wait, I just noticed something. Wait, there's an editing mistake in this. Wait, was that always there? No way. Wait. What the when was this in here? Oh my god, I never noticed. When was that there? I never noticed that before. There's a huge editing mistake in this. Oh, I never noticed that. Wait, what? That's actually so slick. I can't believe I actually spotted that. That's slick. Even you guys can't notice it. Right. You have to. You can't even see it from here. Right. I gotta. This is so. Wow. I'm actually impressed at how well that hidden that was. That's actually impressive. I gotta move this so I can actually show you guys. I'll move the model. That's I never noticed. That's impressive. Wow, that was hidden so well. Okay. Do you see the bottom right of the screen where you see the shadow icon? It says the house. Like down here, it says the text the house.
Welcome to the Veterans Day served by your service, where today we would like to welcome Mr. Schmitz to the stand in order to give a speech about our fallen comrades. He's He's been a member of the Guardian units of
Yeah,
Nation
look,
for
the
many
house.
years
It's
now,
right there at the
and
bottom right.
Guardian
Yeah, right
Civil
here.
War's continued
It says
service.
the house. Wow, I actually never noticed that before. I'm not even shocked that I missed that. That's actually impressive how well that's hidden. I didn't notice it. I still can't see it. I have to squint. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's one of those things where it's so well hidden, you guys wouldn't even notice it. I only noticed it because I just noticed it. Like right now. I can't even see it, bro. I see it. There's a little text at the bottom right that says the house in really small text. The reason why there's a text there that says the house is some worlds in VR chat, when you record in them, leave a watermark in the recording that you do, right? Like, it's one of those things where when you record something in VR chat, there will be a watermark of the world in the recording that you do. Only some, barely any worlds have this. Only some worlds have that. So I would have been that world's watermark. I just never noticed it. How did you notice that tiny thing? Even I can't see that. Dude, I don't know what it is. I can just... My brain works in a way where I just can notice tiny things that no one would notice. I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people that I can just immediately... When something's out of place, I know. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like one of those things where I just know when something's off. My eye can always pinpoint that exact thing. I don't know how I do it. But, like, why? Off the world screen, so why? Oh, yeah, well, that's fine. That kind of couldn't be fixed, but yeah, don't worry about it. Ultimate life form logic. You know what? I'm very proud of this video. This video turned out great. There's only one thing I don't like about it, and it's this one moment here. Not the kiss. The kiss was good. I mentioned this before in a previous stream.
I needed it.
It's this scene right here. Rouge doesn't actually walk in this scene. She floats. Because we still had Goko Loco on when we filmed this scene. So, Goko Loco is essentially a thing that allows you to go phase through stuff in VR chat, right? And it just change your height or whatever. And we still had Goko Loco on. When you have Goko Loco on, it makes your character float. It makes a floating pose. She doesn't actually walk in this scene. She kind of just floats. The problem is I didn't notice this until I already posted it, so it was already too late, so I couldn't fix that. I would have fixed that if I noticed, but I didn't notice until it was already posted.
Needed it.
She just floats. She just floats like, wee. She just floats. Yeah. That is I love how she just floats like, wee. Goodbye. Like the queen shit. Yeah, exactly. Like Rouge would. Or a farm like that. Instead of walking, oh, I'm gonna walk. I will float. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. Where's my phone? I have my phone on me. Where did I put my phone? I had my phone on me. Where does my phone go? Oh, wrong ending screen. Oh my god, I need to go to bed. And she has wings. There you go. No, she's floating on purpose because she has wings. There you go. That's my justification for it. Anyway, that's probably my favorite cinematic video. I need to rewatch the other two, because Sonic Comforts Shadow and Shadow Confronts Maria's Killer. But I think my favorite is probably Shadow and Rouge's Kiss. The one I'm proudest of still is Shadow Confronts Maria's Killer. That's the one I'm probably the most proud of. But my favorite is probably Shadow and Rouge's Kiss. For no reason, I'm just really happy with it. I like the dialogue a lot. I like the character moments. I think it's really sweet and it's really nice. And I think it's more personal to me because I put that personal bit of story in there about love. I feel like that's very relatable. She hit the moonwalk. She's too fabulous. It's flapping too fast for us to see. Like, she's a hummingbird. Exactly. But yeah, I think Shadow and Rouge's Kiss is my favorite because I really like the dialogue. I think it's really sweet. And also I put a bit of my personal story in there with my experience with love. So I think that made it a little more personal for me than the other ones did. Even though the other ones, there's still like nice things in there. I think that bit made it big. And I think people can really relate to love stories because we've been through situations like that. So that's my reasoning for why it's my favorite. I like it a lot. No, Shadow Confronts Maria's Killer is my proudest one. I'm really happy with how that video turned out. But with Shadow and Rouge's Kiss, I'm just really happy with how it turned out. Like what is it? I like it more. For me personally, I like it more. That's a personal thing for me. Everyone has their own favorites. I think my favorite so far is Sonic Comforts. You and Dartbox bounce off each other so well. You really feel your friendship there. Oh, thanks. It's nice. I really appreciate it. I also really like that. I appreciate that, Night Fury. Yeah. No, I like Sonic Comfort Shadow. I think that's very nice too. What is it? You and Dartbox bounce each other really well. Yeah, you gotta get the chemistry in there. You know, that's the fun part. But it's because me and Dartbox have known each other for nearly 10 years. We know each other for 8 years. So whenever we do videos together, our chemistry always bounces off really well because we've actually known each other for a really long time, and we have the same sense of humor. So we just bounce each other off really well when we do jokes and stuff like that. I think Prostate is amazing. It's very label for liars. Thank you, Shade. I like them all. Can't choose because I like them for my own reasons. I adore Sonic and Child's dynamic. That's cute. I really like that. All of them are my favorite because he put so much love into them. Yeah, one thing I will say is each one of those took a very long time to make. I was very happy with how they turned out. Damn, long time besties. Some gay chemistry. Lamau. Somebody said in chat, what's the hardest thing you've written out of all your projects? Oh, the birth of Shadow the Hedgehog. That's easily the hardest thing I've ever written. To the point where it's still not finished yet. It will be finished by July, though. What is it? It's the hardest for me to write because I'm basically creating brand new characters in a brand new setting in a story that's never really been explored before. So that's kind of the reason why it's the hardest I've done so far. Because, you know, we know all the Sonic characters. We know the personalities that have been established on the channel and who they are as people. Who the hell were the people that created Shadow? Who were those people? What was GUN like back then? You know, like, that's completely uncharted territory. So it's a lot more newer stuff. That's why it's been the hardest. But it's been very rewarding. I'm very happy with how it's turning out. Yeah, it's like, who are Maria's parents? Who are they like as people? But Gerald, we don't even know what he's like as a person. What was he like as a person? That's kind of why the birth Shadow had just been the hardest. Because I have to write all these new things for it. I'm gonna go on a marathon watching all videos because I only recently got back from the Sonic fandom. You're my favorite Sonic channel since day one. I really appreciate that, Maya. Thank you very much. And also, thank you guys for all the nice messages about all my projects. That genuinely means a lot, and that actually gives me a huge motivation factor to keep on doing what I do. So I genuinely really appreciate that, guys. Thank you very much. I genuinely do really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, hype for that. Oh, thank you. Definitely, the birth of Shadow the Hedgehog is going to be my most ambitious cinematic project yet, and then Edge of Time will be my most ambitious after that, because it'll be very different from my other stuff. Not saying that the Fleaway Shadow arc and everything won't be good. I'm going to put a lot of effort towards those too, but because the birth of Shadow the Hedgehog is a movie, that's very different, because, you know, making a cinematic, you know, 20 or 30 minute VR chat video is different from making a 2-hour-long movie. That is a very different ballpark. Like, it's very different. And I can't emphasize this more than enough. The birth of Shadow the Hedgehog is the most different thing I've done on the channel because there's barely any action in it. It's just characters talking. There's a lot of talking in it. You know what I mean? Maya / not serious. Maya. 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 I mispronounce names all the time. 2 hours? I might have been exaggerating, but Night Fury. I think the film might be 1 hour and 20 minutes. I actually don't know. But it's definitely over an hour. The Birth of Shadow the Hedgehog is movie length. It's movie length. I won't find out the actual full length until it's done. Yeah, we are being fed Lamau. I can't wait for you guys to see it. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. I can't wait for you guys to see the birth of Shadow the Hedgehog. That one I actually can't wait to show you guys. I'm very excited for that one. What, the Fleaway Shadow, like Corn, Fleaway Shadow arc, the birth of Shadow the Hedgehog, or all of them? I feel like it'd be different for birth of Shadow the Hedgehog. I think Corn, if I was gonna tell my frustrations about the birth of Shadow the Hedgehog, it will be the frustrations with working in VR chat. That's the main thing I'll complain about. Don't worry about name pronunciation, because if Aki was here, you'd be saying Aki. I just did. Oh, your parties are amazing. We're all hyped. Can't wait. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. That really means a lot. Seriously. Playing VR chat the stream? No, I'm gonna be going to bed. The movie, The Birth of Shadow the Hedgehog. By the way, chat, I wanted to workshop one thing with you guys before I end the stream for today. Which, thank you for the stream, by the way, guys. Today was a lot of fun. I had a wonderful time streaming today. What is it? So what I wanted to talk about is, how do you guys feel about the title of the movie, The Birth of Shadow the Hedgehog? Do you think it should have a different name, or are you guys fine with that being the title? Because generally, I think the only other name that'd be perfect for it is literally Project Shadow. But that's already been taken. Like, Project Shadow would be the perfect name for the movie, but I can't call it Project Shadow. There's already a fan film called that. So what do you guys think? Do you think The Birth of Shadow the Hedgehog is a good name for it, or should it be named something else? Because it's technically about the creation of Shadow anyway, right? So... Because, I don't know, I feel like The Birth of Shadow the Hedgehog sounds better than the creation of Shadow the Hedgehog, or the origin of Shadow the Hedgehog. Because the origin of Shadow the Hedgehog implies it's about Shadow, right? But that's not the implication I wanted to have. The creation of Shadow the Hedgehog sounds like a prequel name, but it just doesn't sound great. The Birth of Shadow the Hedgehog, I think, rolls off the tongue better. In a perfect world, I would call it Project Shadow, the movie, but I can't, because it's already been taken. In a perfect world, I would have called it the movie Project Shadow. But that's fine, because the Astro Project Shadow fan film's amazing, and you all should check it out. It's a great movie. It's fantastic. Birth of Shadow's a good name. It does sound good. That's good. Yeah, The Birth of Shadow the Hedgehog, thank you. And The Birth of Shadow the Hedgehog is going to have a lot of lore in it. Not just for Shadow, but for the Sonic world as a whole. Because I wanted it to be both a origin for Shadow, while also being a... while also being a new lore for the Sonic universe as a whole. Because the movie... The only hints I'll give towards the lore is stuff I've already teased, but I'll give hints towards it. The movie's based during World War II, right? This is World War II. We're going into some politics here. World War II happened in the Sonic world. We never talk about that. Nope. In this movie, World War II, World War and World War I and World War II happened in the Sonic world. The movie is based during World War II. Is essentially the thing. But it's a different type of World War II, kind of, because the events of World War II are the same. But the difference is, during the events of World War II, humans discovered the existence of Mobians. So humans and Mobians never lived amongst each other before. They never did. They found out that each other existed during World War II. That's the world lore in this. That's the period of time we're experiencing. So Mobians are becoming a part of human society. But they don't like that. So that's the world lore that's happening. That's the background of the movie. In the background of the movie, humans and Mobians just met each other for the first time, essentially. Hey, yo, and Joe alive at the same time. Yep, they were. Alright, see you later, She-Wolf. But yeah, like I said, it takes place during World War II, and Mobians and humans just figured out each other existed. So how would the war play differently? So it's like, oh hell no. The war still happens, but Mobians being introduced to human society change history forever. So basically, the Sonic history would have ended up the exact same as ours. But then Mobians were discovered, and that changed everything for human history, is essentially the thing. That changed everything. So that's the lore aspect. The human history completely changed. So the Sonic world would have ended up exactly the same as our Earth, because their history is the exact same as ours. The biggest difference being, in the Sonic world, Mobians exist, and then in our world, Mobians never existed. So how much would that have changed history? That's essentially the idea. Bye, Mossy. Yeah. So by Mobians existing, how did technology change? How did human progression change? That sort of thing. How much of human history advanced or de-advanced in comparison to how we live our lives? Yeah, so that's essentially the world lore of the birth of Shadow the Hedgehog by the time it comes out. It explores Mobians being integrated to human society for the first time. And humans aren't really happy about Mobians. Because, you know, think about it realistically, right? In our world, imagine you just told us that there were... Like imagine, right? Because humans don't like Mobians, right? But realistically, that would happen. Because think about it if it happened today. What if we just found out that there was anthropomorphic talking animals that existed? That'd be the biggest news ever. That would literally change everything. And people wouldn't be happy about that because they want to live lives like humans do. But how do you imagine a dog being your next door neighbor and wearing like a suit and a tie and, you know, being able to talk the full English language? That's gonna kind of freak everyone out. That's essentially the idea. It'd be freaky, you know what I mean? That's the idea I'm exploring. It wouldn't be because, you know, by the time Sonic and others are around, Mobians and humans live with each other perfectly. Like, you know, it's fine, it's whatever. So eventually it does work out. But I'm saying when they first meet each other, it'd be kind of ugly, is essentially the idea, you know what I mean? It'd be kind of ugly. Are we waiting on any more models to be made? Actually, no, not at all. All the models are now ready. All the models for it are ready now, so. The only thing that's stopping me now is finalizing the script, because I want to finalize it first. Anyway, I need to stop talking about it. Yeah, I'm saying way too much. But what do you guys think about that idea with exploring the Mobian and human aspect, and it being based during World War II, the movie? Like I said, it's very different from anything I've made before. I actually have world lore in this. It expands Sonic lore a bit more in this. Tails and Friends, it's so unfortunate. I'm just about to end the stream. Sorry.
I'm getting angry over hypocrites. 'Cause she's a liar, she's so full of it. Talking about it on her private stories. I guess growing up is just overly boring. These girls are all the same.
Sorry, Tales of Sense. I can't get over seeing a Mobian. Wait, that actually would be. Nah, he'd be like, what? Dude, he would actually lose his mind if he saw a Mobian, bro. He would actually lose his mind, bro. Nah, he would. Nah, dude, actually, you're spitting. He would actually lose his goddamn mind. He'd be like, what? It's so funny. The only bit. Okay, I will admit one more thing about the movie before I do. I've had to sanitize how I mentioned World War II in it. Because I was going to... what is it? There's one more thing I was gonna... I forgot to mention. One unfortunate thing I have to do for the movie that I still haven't changed for the script is I have to sanitize how I explain World War II in the movie. The reason for that is if I explain how World War II and what actually happened during it, then I'd probably be hit with the yellow dollar sign. When I mention certain words or certain people, I probably can't say those things specifically. So instead of saying things like the, you know, what the Germans were actually called during World War II, I'll have to sanitize it and say Germans instead of what they were called during World War II, for example. So I'm gonna have to sanitize how I mentioned World War II in the actual version of the movie. So it will still be the same. The story will be exact same. I will just have to sanitize how I explain it. So instead of mentioning what the bad guys were called, I was just gonna say Germans. So the YouTubes would not be happy if I said certain names or people. So yeah. And then here World War II, it's too crazy. Oh, I was talking about a project I'm working on, Easy. It has World War II in it. A Sonic project has World War II in it. A Sonic project. Oh, sorry, that's just really funny. No, you guys don't understand how frustrating it is working on the birth of Shadow the Hedgehog, because there's been so many moments where I wanted characters to swear. There's moments where I want characters to say human history how it actually was, and actually say what actually happened. But I can't, because I'll be hit with the yellow dollar sign. I don't want to be hit with that. I will be in past art school for... That's probably what happened. They probably did. How would that word even fit into the Sonic verse? It's as simple as this. All it is that humans and Mobians never lived with each other. They didn't even know each other existed, is essentially the thing. They all lived in different parts of the world. Then humans discovered Mobians because of the events of World War II. Because, you know, they were kind of going at war with each other across the world. You know, they were flying across seas and that sort of thing. And then they were like, what the hell are those islands? There's talking animals in here? You know what I mean? So... But it taking place during World War II is kind of important to the story, so. The bomb. I may or may not have mentioned the bomb in the movie. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Might be a important plot point for the movie. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Project Shadow. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I can't wait for the movie to actually come out and show you guys. Thank you for all the support you've been showing the projects. Really appreciate it. Thank you to everyone that watched the stream. I really appreciate all of you guys. You guys are always so fun to do streams with. I need to go to bed because it's 4:30 a.m. Jesus Christ. I need to get some sleep. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And I always have a wonderful time when I live stream. Thank you to everyone that supported the stream. And then Shade responding with the skull emojis. Yeah, just gonna have to find out when the movie comes out. Anyway, I'll see you later, guys. You'll have a wonderful time, and as always, I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful time, everybody.